friends, welcome back to my channel. It has been about a month since I showed you the first round of Project 10 pan items that I was going to start using, and so I wanted to show you kind of my progress on it. It's been sort of slow and steady. I was hoping to have more progress, but this is just the nature of picking certain products. So the first thing that I have that I just used up this morning is my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Inked in Pink. Completely use this up, super satisfying, especially since I've been playing around with my L'Oreal palette all month. So I felt really weird using a pink base when there isn't a single pink eyeshadow in there, but I was determined to stay committed to this and use this up, and I'm really happy about it. I don't know if I'd rebuy this color. I've been wearing a lot of pinks lately, but I have a softer pink color that I got in a color tattoo, and I like that a bit better than this one. This was a little bit finicky to put on, so I don't miss the finickiness of this. Next thing that I used up is my Maybelline the Falsies Volume Express Flared Mascara. I've never used the regular Falsies, so I don't know the difference between this flared wand and the regular one, but this is what it looks like. It was nice. It provided me decent volume, but I feel like I use this up way faster than I normally use mascara, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because it's a little bit on the older side, but definitely not opposed to having something like this in the future. I also used up the rest of the Becca Pearl highlighter that was sitting in here. I'm definitely missing this highlight. I feel like this is definitely one of the items that I would buy in a full size, or if it came in like a Christmas kit again, I would buy it in the Christmas kit. But I just love this pearl color. I think it's really flattering for my very pale flesh. And even though I'm using like a rose gold right now, which I think is also flattering, I just prefer the pearl color, and I don't have anything else in my collection quite like this shade. I also used a few of the samples up that I had originally put in here. I used up the Urban Decay Eden Potion, which I'm really happy about because, as you guys know, in my last project that I used this in, the nude color is a little bit too much for my liking. I also used the Minor Sin, which I was actually really surprised by. I like Minor Sin a heck of a lot better than Sin. It is very toned down in a flattering way. They describe it as like a champagne shimmer versus like Sin, which they just consider like an eyeshadow primer. I don't know why they categorize this as something, but I like this one a lot. If I had to pick between Sin or Minor Sin, I would pick Minor Sin. But my favorite sample of all of these that I've liked, which isn't in this project, it was the anti-aging one. I don't know why I like that all of a sudden. I haven't liked it in the past. I also used up this Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This was the oil-free pore minimizing one. This was alright. It's similar to the Benefit Professional, but it's not as thick. I don't necessarily like mattifying primers. I don't have oily skin. I have just normal skin. So I feel like if you had oily skin, you would like this, but it's just not something that I need. And the last two that I have left are Sin, which I've had this one forever. I need to just kind of suck it up and use it. Now that my Maybelline Color Tattoo is gone, I think I'm going to use a regular primer and then use this as a color tattoo would, just because I don't think I'll ever use it otherwise. And then I also have the Burberry Fresh Glow Luminous Fluid Base. I'm nervous about using this. I have used like glowy, dewy primers in the past, and it's too much for me. I don't really love the look of that. And whenever I like go to use this on the weekend, I don't. I think once I finish my Wet n Wild primer, I'll feel more inclined to use this. Speaking of that, I have the Wet n Wild primer. It started up here, and I'm going to be honest, that was not a correct starting mark. When I put like one of those product pushers on here, I think I was more like up here, but now I'm down to here. I don't have, I think maybe like a week's worth of use is what I would imagine is left in here. At my next update, I expect that this will be fully gone, and then I'll go ahead and use this up afterwards. I also have my Gel Mist Too Cool for School. This is hanging on by a thread. I have just a little bit left in here. It's getting a little bit more challenging to dispense out, so I'm not even sure I'll be able to get more than like a couple of uses left. Then we have my Ivory Lace Chella highlighter. As I told you guys, I don't know when I'm going to call it quit on this. I feel like once this is shorter than the actual cap, I think is when I'll probably call quits on it. I really like this stuff, and even though I have a nude, I think it's like the Rimmel Scandalized nude version, so it's not like I'm going to be without something. I feel like I'm going to want to repurchase this when I finish up using that nude one, because this is just an awesome eye brightener. I use this on my waterline. It's my favorite. Then I have my e.l.f. concealer. For some foolish reason, I've chosen to mark this in black, which means that you probably won't be able to see it. I started at this line right here. You can kind of see it here, and now I'm down to here. When I push the product up, this is all that I have left. Pros and cons of this. I like that it is more of a slender tube because it gives me more precision, but what I don't like is that I feel like I have used this really quickly, and yeah, it's only $3, but if I'm looking at length of life for a product, I wouldn't mind spending like up to $10 for a type of concealer like this if I can get like 6 months use out of it, versus which I think I'll get 3 months. I used it for a month before this. I've used it for a month now, and I feel like in another month this will be gone. That's $1 per month, which maybe isn't that bad. I don't know. I just feel weird about it. I feel like concealers should last longer than that, I guess, but maybe that's just maybe just me being weird. Next up, I have the Dermablend setting powder. I originally had marked it up at this line, but you can't really mark it like that because I don't think like you guys can see along here. It's not like evenly sitting. So I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have this stuff for forever. There's so much product in here, and I only use setting powders underneath my eyes. I don't set anywhere else on my face because I use a setting spray. So I'm gonna keep plugging away at it. It's an okay powder. For me, I much prefer the e.l.f. under eye setting powder, which is what's like my motivator for using this, so I can just get this used up and then I can solely play with my e.l.f. one. The last thing I have is my Sephora Oil Infusion lip product in Bubbly Grenadine. As you can see, it looks like it's pretty worn out of here. I was having a hard time pulling product out of here, so I took the stopper out, which was horrendous. Because it is an oil-based product, it was very messy and liquidy and getting all over the place, so I scraped what I could out of here, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away, and what I have left is sitting in this little tub right here. Pain in the butt. I only put this on in the morning before I leave for school because I'm not going to carry around this to put product on and like a lip brush, so I feel like it's going to last me so much longer than I want it to, but I'll keep plugging away on it. Hopefully by the next update this will be gone. I like this stuff a lot, but I have to say that I had a lot of leftover product in here, and taking the stopper out was so unappealing that I wouldn't want to do it again. So I don't think I would actually buy a full size of this, even though I've really enjoyed the color that it puts on my lips. So this is where I'm at for my first update. Pretty happy with it. I really want to have these 5 products used up, which means that I would only be left with like this setting powder. So once I get to that point, I'll probably just start again with a new project and roll this guy over, because I'm not gonna have a lingering 1 product remaining updates video. It just doesn't seem like a good use of my time. But that's it for me, guys. If you're doing any Project 10 pans, let me know down below in the comments so that I can support you and follow you along your journey, and you guys can still support me. But that's it for me, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.